stuff, can't stress enough. You're gonna lose a little and it's gonna be tough. Hit the ground running with your superstar. The fog's actually lifted, but it was really, really foggy this morning. We've got a little bit of a new toy coming down the lane. Other builders have just rang and said they're descending on us and we didn't know. Anyone was ever wondering why farm cats have short life expectancies? Spider cat? Get out. Get out. Get caught, get loose again. Everybody asking what's happening. Let them know about the refashioning. Get hot, get hot, get hot, get hot. Get hot, get hot, get hot, get caught, get loose again, yeah. Get caught, get loose again, yeah. Break, break, 'cause the stakes are high. We are pure trouble and we won't be told. No screaming to the pistols on the radio. 20 drums are banging in a frenzied beat, and all your friends are gathering down in the street. Tie your fancy laces round your dancing feet and just what? Things are starting to take shape in the big shed and stuff is now moving. The concrete troughs are here. Several of the components for the robots are here. We haven't actually sourced any cows yet, but we are on doing it. And we just need to touch some paint up. So I am going to get on washing the building, which might seem like a completely fruitless task. But it needs doing. So pressure washing the building, touch the paint up. Johnny, the lights are already here, so Johnny's going to come and put the lights in, hence the cherry picker coming down the lane, not a telehandler, what the hell. Cherry picker, we needed one of those just to get right up to the top in the middle. And yeah, things are moving quite swiftly, so what follows is me washing a building. I never said I was interested. Casually washing my building, like, yeah, good banter. Perfect building washing hat, I'm telling you. Ah, good girl. This is the last suckler cow that we will ever calve. Ever. That's it. The end of an era. Good girl. I think that calf's sucking already. Can we see? It's definitely making the right movements. Come back to check the calf this morning. And she's got it around the feeder. Don't get me wrong, it's lying on a really comfy dry bit of nice haylage there, but yeah, like it's totally happy, isn't it? And it's been sucking. Just means I can't actually get in to take a proper nosy at it, which is really annoying. Because it literally goes over my willies, no joke. Like, what's the point in pretending? What's the point, man? What's the point? We're all in the same boat, aren't we? So that's it. That is it. No more suckler cows will be born on this farm. End of the era completely. So in between the boring stuff today, somebody asked me what dogs we have, which is totally cool. We have Harris. Harris is a border terrier. He is same age as Rufus, so he's 6 now. So Peggy here is a wire-haired dachshund. If she sits still, she's not sitting still at all. She's crackers, absolutely crackers. Not a pet dog at all. She was a funny story. We have a family friend called John. Peg, stop it, please. It's naughty. Family friend called John, and John had a dog called Rosie. Didn't even know what Rosie was, and I saw her sat in the wagon one day. She was just looking there, dead cute. And so I let her out, and she ran around, and we'd always had dachshunds, but they were much smaller. And she was this bigger thing, more the size of Harris. And I was like, what is she? Oh my God, she's amazing. Thinking, what the hell is she? And John said she's a wire-haired dachshund. And on the off chance, I said, if she ever has puppies, because we really love Rosie, can we get one? Anyway, a couple of years later, this was, I think she'd lost a litter of puppies, and then COVID came along and we heard nothing. No one really spoke, did they? Everyone kind of went into themselves during COVID. And then one new year, literally, got you a dog. They're ready. And I was like, what? So yeah, this is Pegleg. And she's just lovely. She eats rats whole. She's exceptionally naughty. She's more like a dad than she is a mum. Rosie is really, really hairy. Peggy, as you can see, she's wiry, but she's quite smooth. But yeah, she's just a love. And then we have Win, who is a hunter-away. Win is good with cows, and he's also great in the pens with the sheep to push sheep up the race and stuff like that. He is a wonderful guard dog. He lets you know whenever anybody comes down that lane. And then we have Nellie Gray, who you might have seen more of her. She is a lilac collie from Emma Gray on the Isle of Bute. And she is currently away getting started off with her training, which I am super excited about. Super excited, so more updates on that soon. Update on the sheep that we sent the other day, because I was just filling in the movement records. They made £94 a head, which is dire, like really, really rubbish. I'll be interested to have a look at the sale report and see what other people's made, just to see whether ours were actually shite, because I didn't think that they were that bad. Or is it that everything's down at the minute because it's school holidays, time of year? I don't know. So if you've got any ideas, let me know, because the price was not good at all, not good at all. But this here, very simply, is the movement record for the sheep. This is the paperwork that I filled out when I took them to the auction. Obviously, you get to keep these 2 copies. The white copy gets sent off to the... I think it's Department for Environmental, Rural, Food and Affairs. I don't know what DEFRA, whatever that stands for. And then the yellow and the blue are your departure people and the haulier, which is obviously us. And the pink one stays with the auction or the person that you took them to. It is the movement record. So these are the numbers of the sheep that went for use, Kirby. Obviously, I'll fill in the date and stuff, and then I'll do another tally of what we've got down here. I do that every so often and just fill it in, as you can see there. But every time something dies, it gets put in here. Every time something moves, it gets put in here. Anytime something's sold, it gets put in here. And it just basically looks just like this. Lots and lots of numbers, but you need it for your records. The other month, we had like a compliance visit, a random visit that they come and do sometimes. We've actually never really had one before. Anyway, everything was perfect. I do try and keep it up to date. Roy's cattle things are more than up to date. He's really anal about that. But yeah, obviously, yeah, it's just one of them things you need to do as a farmer. It's a hidden side of farming that people don't often talk about, all the paperwork and the boring stuff. But yeah, it's something that you need to do. So when you think of, you know, kids at school wanting to be farming and they think, oh, you don't need to do well at school. I'm sorry, I think you need to think again and think more business-minded about things to be able to run a farm behind the scenes. There is plenty to do on a wet day. Random little video today, but thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.